Good afternoon, all. This is Auntie Ann videos. Just coming to you from I'm in the kitchen. Hope everybody is okay. Um, Actually, just I've got a very kind of not very short video. Okay, so the verses for today is well, basically the message today. The message today from God is. Um, every successful man has has a successful woman behind him. Okay, so that means like every successful man has a successful woman behind his life. Okay, so the scriptures that is taken here is from they're quite long chapters, so I'm not going to actually read it now because I'm just going to do a after the talk, I'm just going to do a badam halwa, the Indian sweet. Okay, I'm just going to show you how to do it. So that's why I'm in the kitchen today. Okay, so the scriptures that's taken is Judges chapter 4. The whole of chapter 4, if you read it, you will see that how Deborah led Barak to defeat Sisera and his army, right? So in that, like how he had to trust, Barak had to trust Deborah to get him out of the situation, to to fight for the victory. Okay, so that's Judges, the whole of chapter 4. Then the other one is Matthew chapter 1 from verses 18 to 25, which is about, obviously, which everyone knows, which is about Mary, okay, the mother of Jesus. So when Mary was conceived by the Holy Spirit, um, Joseph went into a panic, isn't it? So he just ran off. So he actually he cancelled the engagement as well, because he was betrothed to Mary, to be married shortly. So basically, so he cancelled the engagement, and then he just ran off, and then he came back only after, like, just before the marriage. Just before the birth of Jesus, right? So during that time before, when Joseph left Mary, Mary had to go through everything by herself. But she oftentimes we see that in the scriptures that she says she's rejoicing in the Lord even in the times of when she was left alone, to carry this baby, even without Jesus, without the help of Joseph, right? So we see how brave she is, and then when Joseph comes back to her, she really accepts him as her husband, right? So she had to forgive him. But if you look at her, like how the Bible teaches us, and also we have seen in, like, Christian films, like how joy she is, how happy she is when Joseph comes back to her life, right? So that's one example. The other one is Esther. So Esther, it's going to be because it's a long story. So the whole of chapter 4, chapter 6, and chapter 7, right? So basically, Esther, she goes into a 3-day fast, and then she doesn't see how Haman is plotting against her husband, King Xerxes. So, but the king doesn't see that. But whereas Esther sees, like, what is the danger that's going to come ahead. So basically, Esther is bringing all the deliverance to King Xerxes, as well as the people of the Jewish people. Um, so she's actually completing the assignment what Mordecai asked her to do, right? So that is also another a brave thing what Esther did. Okay, so those are the scriptures, right? Um, Again. வாரும் தூய ஆவியே, பிரசன்னத்தை வாஞ்சிக்கிறோம். வல்லமையால் என்னை நீரைத்து நீராளுகை செய்யும். வாரும் தூய ஆவியே, பிரசன்னத்தை வாஞ்சிக்கிறோம். வல்லமையால் என்னை நீரைத்து நீராளுகை செய்யும். ஜீவத்தண்ணீர் நீரே, என் தாகம் தீர்க்கும் ஊற்று. ஜீவத்தண்ணீர் நீரே, என் தாகம் ஜீவத்தண்ணீர் நீரே என் தாகம் தீக்கும் மூற்று ஆலோசனை கர்த்தரே நீராளுகை செய்யும் வாரும் தூய ஆவியே உம் பிரசன்னத்தை வாஞ்சிக்கிறோம் உம் வல்லமையால் என்னை நிறைத்து நீராளுகை செய்யும் வாரும் தூய ஆவியே உம் பிரசன்னத்தை வாஞ்சிக்கிறோம் உம் வல்லமையால் என்னை நிறைத்து நீராளுகை செய்யும் உம் வல்லமையால் என்னை நிறைத்து நீராளுகை செய்யும். So okay guys, I'm going to actually show you how to do badam halwa. So it's BADAM halwa, HALVA. So it's actually an Indian sweet, right? So basically so these are the okay, so let me just move that over here. So just going to show you the ingredients, okay, and then I will show you. So these are the peeled almonds, okay. So normally almonds are brown in color, but what I do is I put the hot water into this and then peel off the skin. So when you take off the skin, you leave it for about say 1 or 2 hours, and then you'll get this. This is how you will get the white almonds, okay. And then I've got few bits of chopped cashew nuts. And then for everything you need to take like 1 cup, okay. So I've got like 1 cup, that's 1 cup sugar. And this is actually this is my communion cup, okay. So I've got 1 cup of milk in there, which is full cream milk. And this is actually saffron. Can you see saffron? That's saffron, okay. So you can buy that in any shop, like Indian shop, you can buy that. But actually this one is Spanish saffron, so I need to put some bits in there. So it's actually you only have to put a little bit of the saffron, but it's quite expensive, so you don't really need that much anyway. And some butter, okay. And that's the butter. And you can either have butter or ghee, right? So the pan, I'm just going to use like a flat pan like that one, so you can see while it's easier to use a flat pan like that, okay. So basically this takes a while. First, then I'm going to put, that's the grinder there, so I'm going to put the almonds and the cashew nuts both together in this grinder here, and then make it like into not too much of a paste like a thing. But I will show you when I after I grind it, okay. Basically it will be like something, you can feel the grind. You don't have to grind it like a powder, okay. So you just have to feel it, because that's when you eat it, so you can feel the nuts. All right. So that's what I'm going to do next, okay. So I'm going to grind the almonds and the cashew nuts, and then I will show you what to do next, okay. So now this is ready. So that's how it will come, right? So I have ground put in the mixie the 2 nuts, right? And I have made it into like that, okay? So now I'm going to put the milk. So get the pan on. Okay, so basically the fire, it's got to be on slow cooking, right? So and it takes about half an hour to do it as well. So if you keep that here, and once the milk is in there, you have to keep on stirring it. So you need to have a lot of patience, and then it will take about half an hour to 45 minutes for the whole thing to complete. So I'm going to show you a bit of the stirring part of it, right? So again, it's got to be on slow fire. Okay, so put that on slow fire now, right? So I'm going to add the milk. Remember, that's the milk. Alright. So milk is in there. Just move this up on this side. Okay. And then you keep stirring it. Okay, keep stirring it. Thus, you can see like that. Yeah. Let's put the butter over there. Okay, so keep stirring it like that. Yeah. So once the milk is in there, so that it doesn't stick on the main thing is you have to make sure that, can you see that, yeah? The main thing is that you have to make sure that the milk doesn't stick on the pan. Okay, so keep stirring it like that. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna keep stirring it like that. Yeah, so the reason why I'm stirring it is so that it doesn't stick on the pan, and otherwise it will, you know what milk will do, it will just overflow once you start to cook, and then the whole thing will go off everywhere, right? So just making sure that it doesn't do that. So these kind of sweets, you know, like you can do it like if you're having any guests coming home, or during festival time or something like that, yeah. Okay, so I just had to open my window a bit. As you know that in England we're not having the best weather nowadays. It's like it's supposed to be summer, but it's raining every day, and windy and raining, so you might be hearing some noises like the wind, you know, the wind noise. Okay, while this is doing, can you see it's making its way now? So that's how it is. That's how the milk is. Yeah. Don't know how much you can see there. Nice. Okay, let me bring let me just bring the camera this side a bit. Okay, I think the focusing the camera is a bit not right in this one. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so that's how it is. That's how it's going to show. Yeah. So it's still milky in there. Still milky in there, and I'm still stirring. So can you see the milk boiling in there? So that's how it will be, right? Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of butter. The amount of butter is actually, you have to, you will know it. You don't need to put too much of butter, right? So I'm like putting 2 teaspoons now, and then probably I might put another one later. Yeah, another teaspoon later. Yeah. So while that's doing in there, put a little bit of butter, move the butter around. So it's kind of given a yellow, it's getting a bit, the milk is getting a bit yellowish now, right? So keep stirring, keep stirring. Okay, so next is I'm going to add that's the sugar. So I'm going to add the sugar, 1 cup of sugar. So I'm going to add the sugar is done, and then keep stirring it again, right? So we keep stirring it until you get like a thick paste. It will become like a thick paste, right? Alright, so while this is doing, okay, sounds good. Right, so while this is doing, I'm going to quickly tell you something. Because I think, you know, like I was planning on doing this, actually I was planning on doing this subject a couple of days ago, but over the weekend I just couldn't do it. I think I was just going like, you know, the spiritual warfare thing, right? So it was really getting on my nerves. So I've been trying to do this like for the past 1 week, and it was just not happening. Okay, finally I got here. So God was showing me, I don't know how many of you know, this is like how many of you know, this is nothing about the halwa, but while I'm stirring this, I'm just going to tell you something else, right? I don't know how many of you all know about about S.P. Balasubramaniam. He's a playback singer. So basically, he's been singing more than 50 years, and I think it was in 2018 or 19 he had a 50 years of he had a 50 years of celebration. You know, his singing career. So he's actually sung. Basically, he's a Hindu person, but he sang very beautiful, which I never knew before. But he sang very nice Christian songs. He sang a lot of Christian songs which I didn't even know, and when I listened to it, I just listened to it 2 days ago, and I thought, oh my God, can he even like can a Hindu person sing Christian songs like that? It was so touching. So basically, why I'm saying that is because he's now unwell. He's got this COVID-19 and he's on the ventilator, so he's in ICU. He's been in the ICU for the past 2 weeks. So anyway, but I think he's moving towards a recovery now. So every day they're giving some update about him. But the nice thing about him was what they said was when his son came and gave the interview yesterday. He said that he has his own room. So in his own room, they were playing all these songs that he sang before. Like they've been doing that for the past 2 weeks, like in his room where he's being treated for COVID-19. So in that, and he said that they were playing all these music for him, and I just couldn't believe that, because you know the songs that they said that they were playing, they were really nice Christian songs, and I think any dead person would just wake up and come if they listen to that, because they're so nice and so meaningful songs that he has sang for the music industry for the past so many years, right? Anyway, one good thing about it is that they were playing the songs there in his room, and the other one is he's going towards recovery, right? So it's like I think the doctors who treated Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister over here, I think they are also in touch with him over there, and they are also getting involved in his treatment. Okay, so there's one more thing that which really surprised me for this title I gave for today's subject, is that when he was celebrated for his 50 years of anniversary in the music industry, I think they had a special concert in Singapore. So so his son was like, it was a tribute concert for him, right? So his son was actually, when his son came to the stage and he was trying to introduce his dad to the audience. And you know what, the first thing that he said, which really touched me, he said, "This is we are celebrating my father's 50 years of singing career in the music industry, and but there's along with my father, there's someone special that I want to actually praise and thank, paying tribute, is he said his mother, which is Balasubramaniam's wife. He said without his mother, Mr. Balasubramaniam wouldn't have been who he is now today. So that the amount of, obviously the amount of work that she has contributed over their married life. And then he said, he looked at his mother and he said, look mother, this is the product of your hard work. So he shows his dad. The son's name is Charan. So Charan, he shows his dad and he says, look mother, he's talking to his mom, right? So look mother, this is the product of what you have done all these years. So can you see the fruit now? And that's the way he introduces his mother. So basically the subject that I was taking, which I titled, like every man, behind every successful man, there is a successful woman, right? So it actually matches this example, what I said about Mr. Balasubramaniam matches that topic that I chose for today's session, right? So I think you can Google on, type in SP Balasubramaniam on Google, and then you will see his music, right? You don't have to know the language to listen to the music, because he's sang in so many different languages, right? Okay. So now this is now this is getting ready now. Now the milk is getting thicker now, right? Stirring, which is getting thicker now. Okay. Right. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to allow it for a couple of more minutes for it to cook, and then I'm going to put the almonds in it. Okay. Okay, so that's how it looks now. Yeah, so in a minute I'm going to put the almonds in it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put the almonds, the diced almonds in it now. And yeah, keep stirring. And then put it in, keep stirring it. Ooh. Oh dear, okay, there you go. Okay, so keep stirring it. Oh wow, it just gives a nice, it's really giving a nice, nice smell. Wow. Okay, so there you go, it's getting thicker now, so here we go. And then once it's done, I will show it closer, right? So I'm still stirring. So once it's get like a bit more thicker, right, so I put some saffron. Okay, so this is, like I said, oh, that's a saffron, right? Saffron, you can see. I'm just going to put, like, you're supposed to put only like a small pinch. Oh, small pinch of it. Okay. 2. Right. So keep stirring it. Okay, just stirring a bit more, right? Okay, so can you see, that's how it will come, right? Now it's finished. So it will come like, it's kind of quite solid, and it's like, it's like sticky like. And now I'm going to put it in the plate, and then I'll show you how to eat it after that, okay? Right. Okay, so that's the finished badam halwa. Can you see, like, yeah, I've just decorated. I put some, just sprinkled some saffron in between. Sorry, in the middle, and then the almonds. I just decorated them around the plate like those ones. Yeah. So that is the completed halwa. So you can just eat it. Just eat it with the spoon, or sometimes you can even like make it like how do you say? You can make it like like rounds, like balls. But some people like to just leave it like that, so you can just use the spoon and just eat it like that. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. I hope you all will try this recipe, which is very simple, and hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed my session today. And until I see you next time. Okay, so let's just see if I can get it over to my side. Yeah. So until I see you next time, lots of love from Auntie Anne. So I'm going to enjoy this with maybe with some of my friends. Okay, I'm not sure. I haven't told anyone about this halwa. So until I catch up with you all next time. So meditate on the Bible verses that I gave today. Okay, which is very important. Remember, and then I'll catch up with you on the next video. Right? Lots of love. Have a good day. And lots of love from Auntie Anne. Bye bye for now.